Hey guys, Greg here from Premier Fitness Systems. I've got a great video for you guys today. What I want to talk about is 3 exercises that are great for helping with the setup and maintaining spine angle through the golf swing. The importance of sitting into the glutes when we address the ball as well as maintaining spine angle, really important for 2 reasons. One, for maximizing power and efficiency. But most of all is just decreasing chance for injury, whether it be the knees or the low back. What I see a lot of times in golfers, it's very subtle, but a lot of golfers tend to sit into their knees versus into their butt. That slight difference right there. When I'm sitting into my knees, as I come back on the backswing, putting a lot of excessive torque on the knee joint as well as the back to compensate. Whereas if I sit into the butt ever so slightly, that's how I'm going to load the glute, which is our natural, basically, spring. So by sitting into the butt and coming back through, I actually maximize my power as well as keep myself from putting extra strain on my back because my butt is my natural shock absorber. Now as it relates to the spine, anytime we're maintaining our spine and everything's nice and straight, it tells us that everything is where it should be as far as alignment. What I see with a lot of golfers, especially older guys, where their posture is kind of rounded back or they don't have very good posture, the body has a lot of places they can fall apart in the swing without keeping a straight spine on there. First exercise I've got today is the wall sit. What's important on this one is you can start with a golf club. If you don't have one, you're in the gym. I'd probably say start about maybe 15, 18 inches off the wall. The key to this is, especially if you can use a mirror to kind of watch yourself sideways, is that we want to think about as we squat back that my knees stay over my ankles or back on here. So what we're going to do on here is I want you to keep your hands shoulder distance apart, pull the shoulders down and back. We're going to keep that set nice and tight. That's going to help us maintain spine angle throughout this entire exercise. Then what I want you to do is nice and slow. We're trying to come backwards, trying to tap that wall and coming back up. So my chin should always be parallel, shoulders down and back. Now as I get better at this, I can bring the golf club out a little bit, forcing myself to get lower and lower. What we tell our clients all the time here at Premier is that if you don't feel like you're falling backwards, you're probably not sitting in your glutes. So it's important that that butt's coming out, shoulders stay down and back, and slowly over time what this is going to do is teach you to sit in your butt and get you away from those old bad habits of sitting in the knees. So this is a great exercise. Take it in the gym, maybe 12 to 15 reps, and go on to that second exercise. The second exercise is going to be the frog squat into the hands coming overhead. So what I recommend on this one, for a lot of guys, hips are really tight. So what you want to do is start with your feet about shoulder distance. Take your feet out about 2 inches on each side, and then what you can do is turn your toes out just a little bit to kind of help you sit in your glutes, get those hips moving better. So on this one, what I want you to do is we're going to sit down. I want you to get that weight down and into that butt. So my heels should stay tight. If I can only go fingertips, that's fine, but I want to sit into the butt. The key on this is when I start to move my hands that I don't shift my weight. So my knees shouldn't go forward at all. I'm going to leave the floor. As I come up, my chin should stop when I get to parallel, and I'm trying to bring those arms all the way even with my ears. Then I'm going to come back up, shoulders back, stomach's tight, sit back down. So I'm sitting in my butt, make sure my knees don't come forward, my chin stays parallel. As I cue my core here and I'm really reaching with my arms, I'm really starting to work on my mobility through my thoracic spine, help stretch out my lats, as well as start to help myself to maintain that spine angle. So once again on this exercise, about 12 to 15 reps per set, and then move on to that last exercise. This third exercise is the wall sit with the W. So what I want you to do on this one is bring your heels about maybe 6 inches or so from the wall. A lot of times what I do is have clients put the golf club, a bar, a stick, anything. What this does is force you to keep those shoulder blades touched that whole time. So on head touching that wall, I want elbows and wrists touching the wall. What I want you to do is keeping that core tight, don't let that golf club move, keeping that chin parallel. We're gonna squeeze those elbows in. I want to try to keep my hands and my elbows touching the wall, and then I want to extend out as far as I can. So I'm getting a stretch Keeping that core tight. Once again, what this is doing here is opening up the chest, keeping those shoulder blades all the way back. And what this is going to do is start to teach those muscles in the back to start working together as a team to maintain that spine angle. So this is a great exercise, maybe doing 10 to 12 reps. You should be good to go.